Man, I'd prepared a story which I wanted to tell you guys about the parable of a perfect dish, a perfect food dish that is served to you. But life's challenges can open your eyes in another road or in another place or in another, you know, just a different direction. So, what I'm talking about now is pressure. People don't really look at pressure and really give it the respect it deserves, if that even makes sense. What I'm talking about is the pressure we go through as people, especially men, because at least women, they have a way of showing out, they have a way of releasing it out through maybe crying or maybe talking to people. Men treat pressure or they deal with pressure differently. 90% of the people in the world who has in a way acknowledge that they're going through pressure have been made into a meme by the world. I'm talking about celebrity. When Will Smith was going through and they were talking about his wife over the entanglement, people made his face a meme. When one of the biggest actor was crying about not seeing his child for a long time, how much it was affecting his mental health, they made a meme out of them. So you find that most of men don't really want to share what they're going through with the world or what they're going through mentally because of the pressure that life puts on a person, because they're afraid of the backlash. They're afraid of how people are going to misheard them, misunderstand them. A lot of people in different relationships deal with the fact that men don't share what they're going through because men are afraid if they let themselves out to the world, people are going to come back to eat them alive. And I don't know. We live in this weird world where it's okay to love a person in his pain rather than to become the help that that person needs so that they can get away from the trap which life can throw at themselves. If you go right now and do your research, a lot of people who have killed themselves through suicide are men rather than women, because you find out that if the pressure becomes too much, they prefer to just resign from this world. And people talk about why did they kill themselves, not knowing that they're afraid of sharing what they're going through in life because they're afraid of what you're going to do to them. They're afraid of what other people are going to do to them. A lot of people can be going through some abusive relationships, a lot of men, but they'll never talk about it because they're believed, because they're masculine, because they're men. They're expected to have already overcome this world, which this life that we know as the world. But one thing that the world doesn't know, one thing that people don't know is this: nobody in this world has actually know how the world goes. Nobody understands how this world rotates. And because we don't understand, if we're going to look at another particular agenda and expect it to have all figured out, then we are wrong, because we are putting so many people into a trap which they cannot get away from, and they keep taking their lives because they cannot deal with what you're gonna say. They prefer to die with so much sadness, with so much pressure of mental health and everything, because they are afraid, just afraid of your backlash, because the backlash can even hurt more or create a deeper hole than what people even think. It's crazy. This world sucks. But what I'm here to say to everyone, to every man, to anyone who's going through a lot of pain, I'm here. We are here. Let's make a circle. Let's call it a men's circle where we come together with your group of friends, sit down, talk about what's happening up there. Because what happens up there has destroyed a lot of people's lives. So you need to open up the door. In fact, let's create a community where we sit down and we talk as men, with not caring about what other people. Let's make it secure. Let's go to those people who have done this. Let's try to release the pressure that is within us. Because the more it plays in our head, the more we're going back to cry for another person. Some people are running away, they're going to drugs. They think that if they're under the influence of drugs, it's easy to deal with the pressure. I feel like it's not fair. I feel like there's a way to deal with this. And let's take the first step. Let's start now to try to make the change. Let's make the change. Let's prove to the world that we can be better. we can find a better place and we can share what we are fighting, because everyone goes some mental health. See, every person go through that, but it's how we deal with it which gives us the fight for the next day. I'm here for you if you want to talk. I'm gonna call my comment section as the safe place. Say whatever you want to say, and I'm gonna come back to reply and give you the message of hope you need, because I know I need it sometimes. And me, I'm lucky to have people in my life who looks at me and actually understand that if I talk to him that way, I might be able to help him. You don't have that person. I know it hurts. I'm here. I'm out.